Hello everyone, welcome back. Nate here with 911 Rapid Response, and on today's vehicle showcase we have a special treat for you. 3 vehicles behind me, this week being shipped to the state of California, more specifically Modoc County. We have a human services vehicle and 2 vehicles fitted out for the Modoc County Sheriff's Department. So California Edition vehicle showcase. As you can see, we have some steady burn action behind me. And we'll start by going over the emergency warning equipment that we have added on the Ford Interceptor. Front of the vehicle, in the visors, Whelen Inner Edge FST. As you can see, we have this in a park pattern right now. Slower half flashing. And on the driver's side, we have that corner module steady burning for California regulation. Down at the nose of the vehicle, Weston push bumper. We have this fitted out with the fender wraps and integrating the Whelen ions in that top channel. Those synchronized with the T-ions, which are duo, red and blue, on either side of the push bumper. Unmarked unit here, no graphics, slick top package. Come around to the side for warning. Whelen under mirror light, Lens V2, red on the driver's side, blue on the passenger. Got the puddle light active there. Each one of those light heads has a white puddle light underneath. We have those activated with park. And in the rear cargo window on a 90-degree bracket, the Whelen T-ion duo red-blue. Cruise around to the rear of the vehicle. More additions for warning. Whelen Inner Edge RST. Again, park pattern. Half flashing that unit, slower pattern. On the license plate bracket, we have the Whelen T-ion, solo red and blue, which are in sync with the Whelen Vertex hideaways, duo red-blue in either tail lamp. Okay, furthermore on this Interceptor, we'll take a look at the prisoner containment setup. Starting with the window bars, we have the ProGuard polycarbonate window barrier. And then taking a look inside, we'll start with the partition, which is the ProGuard recess panel partition with the center sliding window. We have the replacement seat solution with outboard seat belts. And then the polycarbonate cargo barrier in the rear. All right, folks, we've got Jake in the driver's seat now, and we're going to go ahead and go over the console edition that we have and the aftermarket equipment for emergency warning that we integrated into it. Havas vehicle specific console. This is the angled version. Starting at the top, we have factory relocated 12-volt point and USB point. Just below that, we have the Whelen HHS 4206 control head. And as previously mentioned, we were going around this vehicle, we mentioned that we did have the park pattern. This is something that we can do with the WeCan software, the command software that this WeCan device cooperates with. Just below that, customer supplied radio. Microphone on the magnetic mic. Got the PA mic on a standard mic clip there. 2 more 12-volt power points, internal cup holders, and the Havas armrest at the rear. And just behind that in the recess panel, we have 2 Santa Cruz gun locks for shotgun and rifle. All right, folks, moving on to functionality on the Interceptor. We'll start at the rear of the vehicle, and we can begin with traffic advisor function in the RST. And position 1, rear of the vehicle and the rear side cargo windows. Again, in that park pattern, and what I'll do is I'll actually slide this to position 3 and come out of park. And then back to park. And we can come around to the side of the vehicle. Side lighting. And if we can focus in on the under mirror light, again, as we mentioned previously, the puddle light, we have an override button for that on the control head, so we can turn that on and off, and the siren does work. And if we come out of park, that is deactivating that puddle light as well. And we can go around to the front of the vehicle. And again, we're in a park function now. White flashing is inactive. And if we come out of park, we'll get our white flashing in the FST and our headlight flashers. Park deactivating that. Other functions at the front, takedown. And we also have a cruise button. And that'll wrap up functionality on the Interceptor. All right, everyone, on to vehicle number 2, the Ford F-150 Responder. This being a marked unit, we have graphics applied, and we have the Rooftop Light Bar. Very similar package with the exception of the slick top versus rooftop package here. And we'll start by going over the light bar on top. 54-inch Whelen Senator Duo. And as you can see, we have that park pattern active, half bar, slow flash. And we are steady burning that front side module red. Moving down to the push bumper. Weston push bumper with the headlight fender wrap. Integrating the Whelen ions in that top rail, which are synchronized with the T-ion duos red and blue on the side of the push bumper. Move around to the side of the vehicle. Light bar providing majority of the warning at the side. We can get a good look at the graphics package, completed here by our in-house team, Market Graphics. Very nice job there that they do as always. And I do believe you'll see a Market Graphics video showcasing this package. Moving around to the rear of the vehicle, continuing the emergency warning. Tail light flashers active. Brake and reverse function will override those flashers. And on the tailgate, Whelen T-ion Duo red and blue. At the top of the tailgate there, continuing on the graphics package for the Modoc County Sheriff. Now that we've concluded the emergency warning, we can carry on to the prisoner containment additions. Starting with the door, ProGuard, steel window barrier. Vertical bars there. And onto the partition, we have the ProGuard recess panel partition with the center sliding window. No replacement seat option available for the F-150 at this time, so retaining the OEM seats. And on the rear glass, we have the ProGuard rear window barrier, which is polycarbonate material with a steel frame. And again, if we cruise out to the door on our North Hopewell video that we did recently, again, you'll see this aluminum plate powder coated that we cover the window switch location with. We keep that window switch intact with its connector inside the door. Secure it so you don't hear it rattling around as you're driving down the road. Deactivating the handle function from the interior and removing the lock plunger. All right, again, Jake in the driver's seat. We'll take a look at the console edition. And the console that we have installed in this vehicle is the 24-inch long, 10-inch high box console provided by Havas. Not a vehicle-specific application like we saw in the Interceptor. This is providing mounting space for our HHS 4206 customer supplied radio. We have aftermarket 12-volt power points and USB receptacle there. Not relocating anything from the factory dash since we have access to the front of the dash there. Internal cup holders. Armrest. And again, in the recess panel, we have two Santa Cruz gun locks. Okay, on to functionality on the F-150. We'll start at the rear, and we can get a look at the rear of the light bar with our traffic advisor function. Some other functionality with button presses. We have a corner flash. And we'll slide the switch over to 3, giving us our flashing at the rear of the vehicle. And we will go out of park. And then back into park. And we can cruise around the side of the vehicle. Get a look at our left alley feature there at the side of the light bar. And onto the front. Some more button press functionality that we have. Takedown. Scene function giving us all of our steady burn white lighting out of the light bar. There's that corner flash from the front. Low power in the light bar. And then add in our white flashing by taking the vehicle out of park. And then back to our park program. All hands free. Again, with that WeCan device, programming the device to programming the WeCan light bar to function as such. And on to vehicle number 3. This vehicle being provided to the County of Modoc for basic transport. So no emergency warning here, no console equipment. The only aftermarket additions that we have are the partition and the rear cargo barrier. ProGuard recess panel partition with the center sliding window. And just behind the second row, we have the ProGuard cargo barrier with the polycarbonate window. Retaining the OEM seats. Again, very basic transport package. And that'll conclude the additions to this third vehicle. All right, everyone, that's going to conclude today's vehicle showcase, finishing up our California edition. And thanks for tuning in once again. And to our client in Modoc, California, we appreciate the business and working with you and looking forward to the next project. If you have any questions for us, as always, feel free to reach out, 717-473-3843. Remember to like, subscribe, follow on all of our social media outlets. Lots more to come. Have a great day, everyone.